A little bit more of a standard draft. I do look forward to seeing how this game does play out. Nice fissure block coming out from No Tail to start the game. LeBron forced to level his Arctic Burn and utilize it at the start. Perfectly fine trade both ways, though. We have an Underlord off lane. We have a Nature's Prophet mid lane. As the panel said, they did this to get the favorable lane matchups, or at least the better version of the lane matchups for them.
But are they actually going to get it?
So?
Dendy is...
Maybe they will swap it up themselves on the side of OG.
They're going to chase down LeBron here. LeBron doesn't have the Arctic Burn anymore to save himself. He is definitely going to be dying here. The Bounty Rune will be taken by Gostic, but at the same time, OG Saxa, he'll be able to run down the other one. So.
Byron's forced to walk out. Let's see what he does in the meantime. They do TP the Coddle bottom. It's actually just not blocked at all by Seb, so it's pushed into the tower. Most likely, they're just going to have the Coddle block the small camp. Maybe Seb will block the large camp to prevent pulls to reset the lane equilibrium. And they might just be content with the lanes as is.
Yeah, isn't that good for Underlord? Isn't he pretty happy with the lane pushing into him like this?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. As long as the Quap can't make use of just daggering you and right-clicking you a bunch of times, then you're perfectly fine with this.
And Saxa is going to do the best he can to help out with that, but with level 1 Illuminate, not sure how much he's going to be able to do for now.
Level 1 Illuminate. So it looks like they are planning to just shove. And Sumail looking light on the regen.
So who's going to win the lanes? Who's winning what lane?
I think I'm leaning towards bait in all three lanes pretty much. Yeah. I think mid should go about even because you are low armor on the Ember Spirit, despite the fact that Prophet has no way of breaking your Flame Guard. But as you get more levels, you should be perfectly content just popping that Flame Guard and trading CS. But as of now, it's about even across the board. I imagine Seb will slowly but surely get bullied in the bottom lane by the Queen of Pain. But they're purposely nuking the wave. The one thing about these ranged carries, or cores in general in the side lane, like Queen of Pain, like Razor, they can't afford to tank creeps. So if you just make it so they don't have any creeps, they can't be aggressive on you. As you see, Dendy forced to be under his tower, taking a good amount of damage from these creeps since he is a ranged, no stout shield built in to the hero. And effectively protecting them and using this pole camp in the bottom lane as we see top back and forth. Do get the first kill. Fairy Fire.
Is that going to save him? King R. He needs to go the right direction. Oh, he went up, but in reality, it was down.
He got level 2,
managed to get the bug on him. Sumail has to deal with that bug as quick as possible before King R gets close enough to get an attack in. He's not going to be able to do so. Turns for No Tile instead. Oh, dear.
No Tile, huh?
No Tile. A little bit of southern accent coming out.
That's the southern No Tail.
Yeah.
Okay, Kona No Tail there.
Mm-hmm.
Mid lane, he did just TP home on 33. Gets the free regen coming in just by using his second spell to get back in here.
And
number 1
Fisher
CS.
Into Missile. He does have Shikuchi, but he's dead.
Wow. Not something you'd expect to happen when they... Did they have detection for him?
No, he just went out. They did have detection on the right-hand side, but it was more about him just trying to harass No Tail.
Yeah, that's the key on Weaver. When you come out of the Sakuchi, you got to make sure you're in good position. Kind of like when you blink on Quap. It's more about where you blink to, not where you blink from. Jeez, as they are actually bullying away Dendy bottom. With this Ring of Tarask plus Ring of Regen on the Underlord, I don't think they care about this Queen of Pain. The idea that they're just shoving the lane in, what is Dendy supposed to do about this?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Because now even LeBron is being harassed back. They're going to miss a full wave underneath the tower at this rate.
Yeah, I think this is an oversight by Bait. They are late to do it. They do block this big camp, but they've utilized this camp 2 or 3 times already on the side of OG, such that you just push in the lane and then you pull and you establish a level advantage. Excalibur does rotate to bottom level 5 with a haste rune. Pretty low mana. He will have to pop it if he wishes to use any abilities, but Queen of Pain forced to TP mid. I don't know about this. 33 is already level 5, and Nature's Prophet is by no means bad against Queen of Pain, who's only level 3. Dendy's game is kind of ruined. Not nearly the momentum we saw from him last game, free farming the mid lane against the Tidehunter.
At the same time, maybe this Quap, like, he can't really be punished too heavily, right, by Furion?
Absolutely, but at the same time, Furion's going to be level 6, and he's going to be rotating around, effectively punishing as long as Ember's not mirroring his movements, I think.
So maybe it's going to be like Ghostic, who's going to be the worst for wear of all of this.
Yeah, something like that. That sounds about right. He does TP home on 33. He has the global teleport as well as his ultimate. Elects to just TP CS than their counterparts in the other lanes. But it's about even top. A little bit of a network or CS advantage to Ghostic, though. who also went for this Ring of Tarask.
And he's been a pretty happy camper. It was like Centaur versus Gyrocopter. It's a pretty feel-good matchup.
Any low base damage here, I feel like I like Gyro.
We're going for Dendy here. Dendy doesn't actually have a way to cut through the trees, so he's just going to have to TP out.
He just TP'd to tier 1, so only investment there is the 90 gold from the TP scroll.
Not the worst thing in the world. Seb, similar situation,
TP.
But he's not going to make it out. That was a long TP, wasn't it?
Yeah, he TP'd to his own tier 1.
Oh, dear. Well, that one's not going to work. Meanwhile, mid lane 33 actually goes down as King R. Not sure how they managed to pull that off without a stun. I guess 33 just didn't have any of his TPs up.
Top lane.
Ghostic going to be
Sumail's
chased down.
level 3 Rocket Barrage.
It's going to be a lot of damage, especially with this chain stun, but he does manage to hit the stomp on both of them. The TP's coming in from the Winter Wyvern. A TP in from the Furion, though, as well. He throws out a Sprout. Ghostic quickly kills through the trees, and he's going to be saved by the Cold Embrace. Now Dendy's going to be here, quickly executing No Tail and one Sumail next. Excalibur is going to join them in this hunt, and they're going to use the Sonic Wave. Whew, that was a little bit close, but they do get the kill.
Killed before they can finish, and Seb recovering in the bottom lane, but Bait, this movement has resulted in most likely them getting a tier 1. If OG can trade, all things considered, mid lane, we see another back and forth. And it looks like Bait's really initiating all of these moves. So I do like the way they're playing this game thus far. Dendy only level 6, but you can see he's still willing to be active, and I like to see that. Not going to have any time to fret in this game. Must go, go, go. Double null done on him. Iron Talon found by the Weaver. Probably give that to the Ember or the Centaur. Centaur defends bottom, gets his level 6. So they do take the tower without trading on the side of Bait.
Oh, Seb's still going to go for it, though. TP coming in from the Winter Wyvern.
Oh my God, that
on the
damage.
other side, the Wrath of Nature did so much. Ghostic, Cold Embrace, that's going to help him out, but he's still underneath the Firestorm, and there's still Soxa as well. Yeah, he doesn't really regen anything. He
was in the Firestorm. That almost does more damage than him just walking away, I think. That was a nice fissure.
He is going to be fine, but that does take the tower, so they do successfully trade out on the side. Yeah, he's been untouchable for most of the game, and he almost had his Vanguard complete. LeBron blocked by the Fissure. Nobody's coming to save him either. No teleports. He's dead.
The dead lane, sir.
And Seb is getting some permanent damage off of all this. And bounties. We're going to have a fight over it. It looks like bottom lane.
They're going to get both if they go for this one.
Dendy's going to try and go for it. And who's there to stop him? Well, Ghostic's trying to get a solo kill on a Seb. Misses his stomp, and there's no disable to stop that TP away. On the other side of the map, though, they will manage to get that outpost just before it turns 10 minutes. What about the bounty runes? Yeah, Dendy's only sitting at 1,000 health, so...
Like a Nature's Prophet ulti plus him going there with no blink. I think that was a kill, but he obviously had no way of knowing there. Sumail is looking. Centaur does have ult, but we saw how much damage that Prophet ulti can do out of nowhere. He's bullying him away at the very least, chasing him down. Rocket's coming in. Meanwhile, Bait is fighting mid. Just a little bit of harass, I believe, Sumail, forcing out the ultimate as Seb is defending mid with the Coddle behind, searing chains.
Cold Embrace being used to save the Siege Wagon, but Seb gets taken out with a Sonic Wave. But what an echo! It actually takes out Dendy in turn and chain stuns Excalibur long enough for the Will-O-Wisp. They almost get the kill. Fortunately, he was going to be saved there as the push out goes, and LeBron, well, he's going to be the victim instead. But OG, what mounts such a heavy defense of that mid lane, they actually get a 1-for-2 trade.
And Earthshaker's in position to potentially counter initiation after everything's said and done. So just really well distributed by OG, giving them a slight net worth lead now. But now that all their cooldowns are off, Bait is ready to go again.
Yeah, that Echo Slam was game changer this time around. What can OG do to turn this team fight? Well, Ghostic, he's been taking up so much. They have the double jump in from the Remnant. Excalibur is able to finish up Seb. He's already dead. Excalibur does not have another Remnant to get away from Sumail, but he does have the chains to keep his distance. Meanwhile, King R has been very disruptive in the back line. Hemming in No Tail, keeping him close to the tier 1 tower. He's only sitting at 200 HP with just a Fissure to protect, but it looks like Sumail, by himself standing, may push Bait back from taking this mid tower. Retaliate play. Some free damage onto the tower. The Wrath of Nature, though,
bringing
him a bit low. Saksa is looking for that blinding light pushback, and he will manage to get with the Fissure. Fortunately, there was a little hole to work with, and a beautiful Winter's Curse laid out onto No-Tail. Looks like King R might be able to get both his Courier and the kill onto the Earthshaker. Excalibur makes sure he jumps in to help finish him off. Hey, nice save. Weaver is going to be able to get off the time lapse. Unfortunately, he's still stuck inside that pit. Nasty bit of work that one is, and he will die support for support. That mid tower still alive at 130 HP.
Ghostic really forcing the issue. Just keeps walking into the tower range casually, getting that retaliate on it.
They're going to commit for the deny now. We'll get it. Good test, BSJ. I always love a pop quiz. A smoke up and a pop quiz for OG and Bait, and how they're going to take this team fight. No-Tail, he leads it off with a couple of chain stuns here into King R with the Will-O-Wisp, the Echo Slam, everything being laid out. But once again, the Winter's Curse, the Wrath of Nature goes out, and King R, he tried so many times, but he couldn't activate the time lapse. Now Dendy, okay, you need to blink away, especially before Seb gets here with that pit. He's looking to catch somebody. Saksa on the ride.
Seb going for most likely a pipe. But they,
Stampede straight onto Seb. They're going to try and burst him down as quick as possible. Saksa goes for the blinding light pushback. They also have the Hooded Defiance. Seb is very tanky, but Bait have brought enough damage. They just need time to put out that damage. They've got all the time in the world because nobody's trying to save Seb.
Another hard contest in the mid lane, this time for Bait's tier 1. Catapult will most likely go down. Seb elects to tank for it. It's alive with very little health. And kind of reversal of roles here from both teams. 33 does he's in the back, but if they manage to focus separate targets at once, which I believe their coordination will be good, I think they should be fine. But by no means do I think Bait's out of the game if it goes long enough.
Sure. We've seen some pretty potent Queen of Pain late game. That level 25 talent, obviously Ember can scale quite nicely.
King R? Oh,
33.
He jukes the right way.
He was trying to hunt him with the Orchid.
No blink on Shaker, not for a long time. That is a 5-position Shaker. He's under a sentry, though. But they don't get him.
He's going to run into him again. No, no, No-Tail.
Some of these lines are so good. Mid lane.
Mid lane. Is this the fight they really want to take? They're going to go for Seb here, but they've already taken so much damage from the Wrath of Nature. And Dendy, well, he's got the Eul Scepter and the Winter's Curse. That's a beauty. Look at that one. Ghostic with a Sonic Wave over the top. That's going to be 4 hit by it. They're all going to try and TP away. It looks like 33 will manage to get out, but No-Tail is dead. 3 men down from that wombo combo.
That's when Seb says, why doesn't my Earthshaker Echo Slam them?
Threat is when they have that big burst of damage that comes out from the Wrath of Nature plus cooldown.
It is a lot of burst, but as of now, their sustained damage is limited with the Gyro not having a BKB.
All inning on this outpost, and it's only 1920, so they easily will manage to take this outpost back, and now OG are left in a 4 versus 5. No way to defend this side of the map.
You got to at least wait till it's the 1950s before you go for the outpost cap.
And OG are over here. They won't have their Ember Spirit right away, though, and OG is a little bit grouped up. Saksa just runs right into him here, spots him out. They're going to try and quickly kill him, but does manage to get out the Will-O-Wisp. That's going to stall a lot of things here. The Glimmer Cape is helping protect him right now. The Courier's going to die, as well as Saksa. They're going to throw out that Stampede to try and chase down Sumail. He does manage to get the slow, but an Echo Slam turned around by Sumail off that Pit of Malice, which is going to keep them chains done, but a Winter's Curse cast by LeBron. Stalls things out. Cold Embrace himself, and he'll try and survive through that missile. Meanwhile, a Sonic Wave wiping out OG. Now Seb going for the desperation TP out, but no, they are all dead.
Bait's here to game.
Bait is here indeed. A 4,000 net worth lead. Keep it going. They can get this tower. It'll pretty much be complete. Saksa, well, he'll try and defend with the Wrath of Nature Illuminate, but it also puts himself in danger here.
No dust on anybody here. King R skimping on the detection, knowing he has a Glimmer Cape on the Coddle, just because he's rushing that Ags. No detection at all, actually. Wyvern doesn't have any. Ember doesn't have any. This Glimmer Cape, invisibility equals invincibility cap.
Yeah, normally it's pretty rough getting that bug off you as a Keeper of the Light, but if you just go invisible, it becomes a lot easier. They're going to go for him now, and look at that. Glimmer Cape. Wow.
He did it. He used the button.
He clicked the item. Wow. Blink Dagger now for Ghostic, so they can have some extra initiation. A BKB soon for Excalibur, so he can run freely around in these team fights. There's not a ton of physical damage yet. The Divine Rapier, literally 5 seconds ago.
False news.
God damn it, Sumail.
Or fake news.
I swear to God, it was there. Oh, dear, Seb.
I know it's your attempt to be exciting, Cap, but that's trying a bit too hard.
And the Divine Rapier!
Real hype. Yeah, I don't slow it down on OG and say, we have a shaker. That hero's decent with a blink, so we're going to farm that.
You know, they put some priority into it before.
Oh,
wonder why they
Wyvern has the
stopped here.
Sentry this time around. He's not going to say that this Glimmer Cape, you shall not pass, he says. And passing means to TP, pass to the other side of the realm.
Well, he will pass in a way in that he will pass to the other side.
Yes.
Living to dead.
Yes, of course. He'll come back soon enough.
We're going to go into the
35
Roshan
seconds to be
pit,
exact.
shall we?
They will. Or
with
we shall.
The tanking of the Cold Embrace, with the bug on the Roshan. Got a lot of ways to slowly but surely do this, and I don't think OG is feeling randy enough to try and take it away from them. They are just going to keep on farming for that Blink Dagger, which they almost have a no-tail. That's going to be another 100 gold for him. Sumail, not really close to anything.
So go ahead and take a bathroom break if you wish, but don't do it any longer than 2 minutes, guys.
Better pee fast.
Yeah.
LeBron, he was trying to catch 33 and all this split pushing, and he does manage to get close to him, but the Orchid stops him. Maybe the chains. Oh! Excalibur was so close. He actually did cast chains.
Mid lane.
Okay, so this Centaur, very, very tanky. We've talked about him, and we've talked about King R, who's right behind him. He's ready to go with that time lapse at any point in time. Excalibur jumps into the Pit of Malice. Got to be careful with that one. Another pit laid out, especially Excalibur is low on mana here. He's going to pop in those 3 clarities he had in his backpack and start chugging.
Sumail almost done with that butterfly. Since he does have the Mask of Madness, he can sell or disassemble for the quarterstaff the opponent to defend their own towers. As they smoke up the side of OG.
Trying to switch it up here. No longer the passive OG. They burst out of their base and go for a kill, go for a team fight, try and get whatever heroes kills they can, but it's only been the Winter Wyvern so far. And Ghostic, well, he's very tanky. He's going to survive long enough for Excalibur and King R to potentially get here. Here's Excalibur, wing. Oh, King R needs to get a little bit closer. He got the time lapse. A full heal up for Ghostic, and now a full retreat from OG. They all get out with the Underlord ult.
They were scared of the Wyvern. Now, they obviously could have stayed a bit longer, but...
Hey.
So, pretty standard Nature's Prophet build based on what we've seen so far this patch. The BKB AC and the Orchid. They do smoke up. No Nature's Prophet BKB, but other than that, all the tools are online for OG. Ghostic is a tough target. Anybody with Weaver behind is a tough target. Chill, baby.
Got Butterfly plus a buyback.
They're baiting the DD. They're baiting the DD.
The DD is going to be left out there. Oh, they tried to give it to Sumail, but Ghostic does manage to grab it here. Ghostic is not the target they really want to go for. No Tail blinks away from the Centaur, but right into Excalibur, who's now been chained up. Pops BKB before the Echo Slam could come in. The save from Seb is there, though. They're not going to be able to finish off No Tail. A TP out from Sumail is good. It's only going to be Saksa who's caught here.
Yes, definitely stagnated. OG doing their best to just kind of play cat and mouse right now. They are the mouse, or shall I say the rat.
When do they turn into a cat, though? Is it just Divine Rapier and Roshan?
You can be whatever you want to be in 2020, Cap. It's just a matter of time. He does look for the Yules on Dendi. Does not manage to find it. He actually has a sheep, as you mentioned, so Nature's Prophet has to be much more careful when he's looking to split push. I think they just need to contest Roche. I don't think there's really any reason for them to force the fight, but they also shouldn't just give anything to Bait for free. So I have no belief that Bait is going to go high ground anytime soon, so Roche will almost certainly be the next point of contention, which will be respawning in the next 30 seconds, as both teams are playing around that side of the map as
get some vision down.
Discussed.
Gem and True Sight. Looks like they picked one up. The Aghanim Scepter is there for the Ember Spirit. Big upgrades all around for Bait, just in time for this Roshan. They're going to push forward, see if they can find somebody in this corner. They know OG could be lingering around, sadly.
Oh, they saw the Scream of Pain hit him, but he was invis. Lotus Aura being complete on Seb, so Might see some accidental sheeps on themselves and such. Have to be careful for that. Really good against the Searing Chains. Good against the Wyvern Arctic Burn.
Okay, well, I mean, they pushed everybody back from OG, right? So they can kind of poke at Rosh on here.
Pretty slow, though. You have the Weaver bug, but it is getting targeted by Rosh. Will they draw the aggro? No. The bug is going to die.
Wait, how can you draw the aggro away
I'm not
from the
actually
bug?
sure when you stun it. I think it resets his aggro.
I think it always targets the bug.
No, if you stand closer at the very start, it won't target the bug.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like anything else where if it's the closest target, it gets aggroed.
Huh.
The problem is you can't tell the bug to move away and let me, you go closer.
Yeah.
They do just get the Aegis uncontested. I thought they were going to contest the Rosh, but I was wrong. I'll admit it, Kyle. Or not Kyle.
It's fine. It's
I was
fine.
thinking about, you always think about Kyle, but
when wrong comes up, it's natural. I understand.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's hit some more creeps, because now OG need to wait out the Aegis. I would assume. He bought a Satanic, by the way.
But he had the Rapier queued up, Cap, and everyone saw it.
Yeah, but he has the Satanic in his inventory, so he wasn't really going for Divine Rapier, was he? It was all a ruse. It was a plot, just like this smoke is a plot to go assassinate some more creeps, I imagine.
Dota is just a plot, Cap. Think about that one.
How does the plot of this game end, BSJ?
No spoilers, Cap. No spoilers. That's for the viewers to figure out and to watch.
Okay. Is this a regular whodunit, BSJ?
Yes, indeed.
Who killed the Ancient? Was it Radiant or was it Dire? Was it Dendi or was it Sumail?
The all-time greats meeting, clashing. Bait. Will they decide to go for the high ground? Do they have the confidence to force the issue? Ghostic frontlining for his squad. Sumail poking him down just a bit. That tickles.
Bonk. He's got 3,700 HP. He's got a cheese. He's got time lapse. And he's got even a cold embrace from LeBron if it's needed. They're just kind of poking at it. The Siege Wagons were doing their work in bottom lane. And that's another 130 damage done.
Bit by bit, Cap.
Just work it down. Dendi will make sure to cut the creep wave at top.
It's a marathon, not a race. Or sprint.
Indeed. In the front lines, the Scythe of Ice goes out on Sumail. Lotus Orb covering his retreat, though. And yeah, good job, everybody. It's 37 minutes in. And
we're still here.
We're still here. We're still kicking it. We haven't seen anything die of late, but maybe that's about to change. Excalibur, fissured up, has his BKB, gets a little bit low, but there's the time lapse.
The Rocket
still follows him.
He did have time lapse, I guess.
He trusted in his team. That's what he did. You know what's funny? The if you look at the net worth graph, you know the bottom of it.
Yeah.
The last little token was OG No Tail, killing a Sentry Ward.
Wow.
And then after that, it was LeBron killing a Sentry Ward.
Riveting
then No Tail.
action.
And then an Observer Ward being destroyed.
Non-stop. Only the best coming out from OG as well as Bait here.
Nice two-man Fisher. Echo Slam going out immediately onto LeBron. They're going to try and focus him down, but the time lapse, it actually saved him. He force staffs away. Now he can Winter's Curse at his leisure, and he sees an opportunity to be able to catch 3 while they take down No Tail at the same time. An Ice Shards goes out, does some damage. 33 is about half HP. Excalibur retreats to the high ground, but Ghost Stick goes in. He hits the stomp onto Sumail. Sumail no longer have the Satanic, but the Paladin Sword is keeping him plenty high. The time lapse removes all that damage from Ghost Stick. A Call to Brace helps persevere a little bit longer, but he's just being wailed on by 5 heroes right now. Will it be enough? Can Bait somehow bail him out of here? It doesn't look like it. They don't feel confident about this fight at all. They're all going to try and run away. LeBron's going to be the first one out. Excalibur blocked in by the Sprout, jumped on by No Tail. He's dead as well, and he drops the gem.
And like we said, more riveting action coming out from this game. Actually a good fight from OG. First sign of life, really, even though they've been stagnating the net worth advantage to only about 6 or 7K. For once, they have dipped it back in their favor. Only up by 2,000 now on Bait. And they're going to turn that into a mid-tier one at 39 minutes.
And a tower falls means that Sumail can get his Divine Rapier.
Hands
I
up
know
in the crowd.
things have been a little bit slow, but they're about to get spicy. Look at that. bottom lane. King R, Wrath of Nature, Orchid going out.
He has nothing to get rid of this Orchid.
Nope. He's going to get popped here by that Orchid.
Wow.
Another death. This one has no buyback. They're immediately going to use the repair kit on the mid lane. The Divine Rapier has been bought, though, by Sumail.
What if the
just
courier
not
dies?
here yet.
Oh, okay. Phew.
It's going to roll on
out. If Denny
out.
knows, he'll ult the courier and blink and snipe that Divine Rapier. But no, to no avail, it will be delivered.
He's going to try and distract them away from this tower to let it heal up. But Sumail.
So much damage. Oh, my God.
It's just ripping apart these buildings. They don't want to have to use their buyback on Excalibur here.
No, like you got to be careful of standing too close to the
Yeah,
gyro.
LeBron, the Fissure going out. Now the flat cannon shots. He's got to be careful of that. The Cold Embrace is going to save him, but now the ultimate's going to be dropped by Sumail, and it looks like he may just die here. As LeBron's out. He does have buyback, though. A stomp on a Sumail. Sumail is so deep. He's gone past the tier 4s, but immediately the Satanic on up. The Winter's Curse catching some of the backline heroes, and Sumail actually walks into it. Now 33. He drops a little bit low. Dendy playing it slow on the side. He's ready to jump back in with Excalibur. Zeb, he's going to go for the retreat there. Sounds the alarm. Dark Rift out, and they're away. Divine Rapier, allowing them to take the mid lane of Barracks, do some serious damage to tier 4s, and lose nothing for it. This is how OG can win this game. And Bait, who felt like they were just in total control of the map for about 20 minutes straight, maybe they dawdled a bit too long.
Ooh, we may
watch this replay. And, you guys can watch it while we'll keep an eye on any potential action. Oh, back into it. He managed to get the Fissure into an Echo Slam onto Excalibur. They save by the time Last Planet pushed him back into his team with the Dark Rift. The Cold Embrace was used as well, and he's just stuck, and he's dead.
The Chakra Magic on the Fissure makes it that much lower of a cooldown to Fissure again. He let off with a Fissure and then got Chakra Magic and Fissured again.
One hero down, a buyback to be forced quite soon. Denny's going to TP back. They need to be here real fast, though.
Those creeps are going to die.
They don't have a glyph. They need to be able to save this. The scythe goes out. It bounces back onto Dendy. They do time-lapse Dendy, but now Sumail has activated Satanic, throwing out some damage. LeBron in the back lines, he's just been shot down by the gyrocopter. Ghost Stick, Orchid it up. Dendy's trying to poke at Sumail, but he's just going straight for the Ancient. They're trying to back and forth between the Ancient, but they can't actually stay in the fountain. Sumail's just going for it, and he should be able to finish it off. The stuns and the Aghanim Scepter, that's enough. GG is called, but it was too late because the throne died first.